right. Start off. Thank you very much for joining, checking out this video, kind of first type on everyday-ish, every other day. For those of you who checked out previous videos, you're probably like, what? Everyday-ish, every other year. Well, time has passed. Quite a bit of time has passed, but we are getting to it. I'll get to the reason why we have been procrastinating and not posting probably in another video. But right now we want to get right into it. Again, we have just some highlights and some takeaways from the Pittsburgh preseason games, the 2 preseason games. Now, first we have here, I just wanted to kind of give you my input on what what majority of individuals wanted to see, which is going to be Najee Harris in the running game. It looks like in the first preseason game against the Cowboys in the Hall of Fame game, again, the first preseason game, it was a Hall of Fame game, we had Najee Harris with 7 carries, 22 yards. So we have them first lined up here in the video. We have what I took away from it is the power. It looked like every single time it wasn't just an easy tackle. It wasn't just, hey, let me get Najee Harris. It was multiple players, multiple defenders taking him down. He wasn't easy to take down. Not one play that I saw. There was
who was the quarterback coach last year.
What I've noticed, it was an average of good 5, 6, 7 yards on each of the runs, except for, again, there was one where he got maybe 1 or 2. There was also a run for a loss, which you can see probably here coming up, which I played back twice. I just wanted to see where it was. It looked like maybe just miscommunication, miss block. Looked like 97 got pushed all the way back, missed his block. Also, like, Green looked like his own player. Green pretty much got the tackle, if anything. And then another takeaway from that, as well as the 7 runs, was that 1 reception in the first game. Again, probably about 3 yards on the gain. But obviously, like Mr. Joe Buck said, he can do everything. We just didn't get to see that much of it. Hopefully, that is something we will see in this upcoming game against the Detroit Lions. That is going to be Saturday, today. And so that's what we're going to be looking for. One thing we want to see if he's going to be getting more than the 7 or the 2 carries in the Eagles game. We want to see if he gets more carries as well as more receptions, as well as more than the 30, 40 yards that he's gotten so far. I want to see that like in 2 plays maybe. You can tell in that first game he was wanting to get like one of those splash plays. He was wanting to get one of those, bangers, but unfortunately the only one that came up was in the Eagles game, which came back with a penalty, but you can tell that it's there. Another thing I want to emphasize is that the offense is able to move the ball. This is what I've noticed is more with Haskins. As you can see, I didn't think any of the clips from Rudolph because Haskins was able to move the football as he was putting them in the position to score each time, as you can see here. He was putting him in the position to score.
Haskins takes off and takes it just into the Cowboys. They can be an impactful player.
All right, Haskins. Let's see if you can get this 7 up here.
That is set in so many spots. Haskins keeps, dumps it off, passes caught.
Good job.
And the big tight end Kevin Rader rumbles for a catching run of 15. Pittsburgh's been beat up a little bit at the tight end position here in camp. Their top 3 guys gives Rader an opportunity to get a little bit more time in this one. He brought out with an elbow injury. Pat Fryermuth, who was a rookie 2nd-round pick from Penn State, is out with a shoulder injury. Zach Gentry's been banged up but available tonight.
That's not good. I wonder if it's like...
Here is a toss running to the right side. McFarland Jr. a nice
job. Like to see him move his sticks.
Who's been on the Cowboys roster now for a couple of years, made that.
Was that McFarland?
Yeah, we haven't talked too much about it, but
y'all can do 2nd and goal on the 4. Get that shit. Good job. That's a touchdown.
Trey Lance in, and really what it's done is Jimmy's playing his best ball since he's been with us, and Trey's been outstanding. So we've got a good situation right now. We'll just let it play out and feel very fortunate.
Good job. Converted on 4th and 1 and got it. Good job. Other job, guys. There you go. Another takeaway I want to go into is obviously the defense. What I get excited about when it comes down to watching these games, as you can see, just the preseason, you can see the excitement with some of my reactions. But the stops, you can see here, I believe it was in the first quarter, Dallas was going up in goal, and you can see that stop. I believe it was Highsmith. First they stopped him with, maybe gave him a yard on 1st and goal. It came up 2nd and goal, and you can see here Highsmith hit him with a spin and got that sack, put him in 3rd and long, which was 3rd and goal. But again, with the defense in that red zone, which I've always noticed that you don't really get too worried about Steelers in the red zone, because they've made takeaways, they've made stops, they've kept them to 3 on numerous times. That's why they would have like a keep their opponents to like 20, you mean 21 or something. So as you can see here, I believe it was Norwood came up with the stop deflection. If anything, that the receiver had to prevent him, put his hand in the way from keeping Norwood from coming up with that one. But I was really impressive to see Norwood come up with that stop in the red zone.
Turner the target, and a nice stop by this Pittsburgh defense down near their own end zone. Well, Ty and Sack mentioned him. He gave up the sack on this play. He doesn't see the blitz coming off the slot. Should have been picked up, but Gilbert's able to make him miss.
He could have had that. He had to like put his block for a minute. So. On the next drive, I believe it was like 2nd quarter, you can see another stop right there again in the red zone. It was like 3rd and something, 3rd and 3, I believe, and you were able to see Cash Marsh, number 49, come up with that sack, forced fumble. Again, they did Cowboys did recover their fumble, but again, that was a stop in the red zone and was able to keep them, I believe, again to a 3, or if anything, I believe that might have been the one where they missed that or blocked that. I replayed that over and over.
Moved the chains and had a lot of fun playing in Denver.
Yeah, I think you can probably relate a little bit to, Ben Roethlisberger.
Right.
He's coming off of that elbow injury. He played last year, wore down at the end of the season.
See, he even got that look back from Roethlisberger, like he didn't know what happened, man. Another takeaway. Good job, 48. Good job, Roche. That's that fucking rookie right there. Good job, Roche.
You can see he works right around the left tackle, does an outstanding job. Because Brandon Knight's legs, he's put on a little weight, he's got a big arm. Working on some of the touch passes.
Please stop. Don't be letting him do shit.
Excited about. Well, what he specifically said was DiNucci has to show up. And
good job. Tackle for loss.
Hardy is just swallowed up in the backfield.
When if I ever sit in the front, I'll get like car sick, kind of like. But like, if I'm like on a bus with a bunch of kids, yeah, I'll get car sick. But like, if I
got it, good job, good
if I'm like in
job.
a car with family, then I won't get car sick.
Who is that?
But if I sit in the back, I get less car sick. So.
Good job.
And then I sat with like some people I know, so I didn't get that much car sick.
16 yards on the return.
Good job. So tomorrow, like, well, you haven't gone in the morning, so it's gonna be a little different in the morning. Probably it'll be like more kids, because I bet you more kids take it in the morning, because there's more parents that are probably like, yeah, get out of here. So there's probably like you're gonna see a difference in the morning. But you said you already have
Morgan's
friends.
gonna beat you up.
I know. I didn't understand that comment. Like, I don't like. First of all, you're bigger than both of them. So.
Yeah, I could just like.
But
go like
the point is,
like,
you're
I'm not
not
even
trying
gonna
to
lay hands on
condone.
her.
You're not trying to condone violence. The point is that I don't know why he would say that. You just be nice because you're gonna be with your brother. That's the only difference. So is you have to be like, in the way there is to be with your brother. On the way back, it's not. So that's the difference.
I'm not saying this.
Just be careful. Just don't. Way is going to be the special teams. Special teams. Yeah. Presley getting them on the run. Not only that, getting that fumble with that muff return. Special teams. For offense, defense, and special.
54th pick of this past NFL draft. Just hit a Bolada ball chip shot down inside the one. Yeah, that's pretty much perfect right there. The Ray Guy Award winner, and you draft a guy as a specialist like that, even though, as you said, a 7th round pick. This guy has shown what he's capable of doing, and to be able to pin a defense or an offense back to start, it becomes a real weapon when you're able to check it up like that. Look like some of your golf shots I've seen over the years.
Bradshaw, can you give us some tips or what it was like to have him as a teammate back then? He was a hoot, and he was a hoot male. You can't say it any better than that. Donnie, let me just do one quick thing. Take a shot of the shoes here. Take a shot of the shoes. If you want to talk about somebody from head to toe. Yeah, Steeler Nation. It's right there. From head to toe. Congratulations, Donnie. A long time coming. Have a great weekend.
Thank you very much, Tom. Appreciate it.
Guys.
All right, Tom, thank you and congratulations to Donnie Shell. Here is Presley Harvin, who's getting this chance again. And he's been one of the highlights for the Steelers tonight. Well, he sure has.
That's how you know it's a game in the 7th round. Hunter's got a pretty good kick. Oh, hits him. Special teams, good job. Good fucking job. He is a fucking highlight. Good fucking job. Came to it. Again, as you can see here in the Eagles game, there was some runs, again, continuously to move the football. That's why it wasn't really, it was interesting to see, again, them to continuously move the football. Again, I saw it more with Haskins. That's why you don't see it here with Rudolph. But he was able to, again, continually move the ball and put them in the position to score on each occasion. Again, I would like to see, we're going to see here in this Detroit game, to see if not only Haskins, I'm sure he might be finishing the game, if he's again able to continuously move the ball with the receivers that are going to be on the field and put them in the position to score. But also, one thing that we also want to look for into this game is Roethlisberger's and Matt Canada's cohesion, their chemistry, I would say. Because again, we're going to be having Canada in the booth, looking down from the looking down on the field. They say better perspective. I would say better perspective. He's going to be able to dissect the defense and what he would say matchups, getting these hitting those motions, as you can see throughout several of these videos, and as well as Roethlisberger's pretty much his veteran, being a veteran that he is, he's able to do that on the field and on himself with himself. So seeing the two of them is going to be interesting and something to look for, and how they're able to move the football, how the actual offense is going to look, if indeed, again, everybody's out there on the field with Roethlisberger, which I'm assuming they're going to do, getting closer to the actual season. again, so that's what we're going to be wanting to look for in these games, these Steelers versus the Detroit Lions, is how many reps, how many carries Najee Harris gets, if it's going to be more than the 7 that he received in the first game, more than the 1 or 2 in the Eagles game, as well as how many receptions he has. I know he can catch the ball. I'm not really too worried about that. I just want to see how it's utilized in this game, if Roethlisberger checks it down, and how he's able to break out with that. Because again, I'm assuming they're all going to be on the field at the same time. That's how their offense is going to be throughout the year. Another thing that we're going to be looking for in this preseason game is, again, the defense. If they're going to be able to continuously make those stops. I don't expect the Detroit Lions to get more than, I would say, more than 20 points. I don't expect them to get more than 16 points. But again, we'll see. The defense is going to, again, get those stops. I want to see the takeaways, because as you can see, they got a takeaway in the first game. I believe 2 interceptions in the second game against the Eagles, which you can see here. I believe it was Pitts that came over on the second one, and the first one was, I can't recall, but I'm pretty sure I'll have it up. And then obviously the special teams, all 3, we want to see if it's either going to be Barry or Presley. That's going to be kind of a make or break who's going to be performing and putting the team into a better position to score. And again, the takeaways, I want to see at least 1, 2 interceptions, and as well as, that's another thing, the consistency in the sacks. I'm counting them. I know they don't count because they're preseason games, but there was multiple sacks in the first one, multiple sacks in the second one. We had, again, Roche. I'm going to call him Quincy. We had Quincy with the sack, Cassius Marsh with the sack, Highsmith with a sack, I believe Lattimore and that boy Jones with the sack. Yeah, so I expect to see that to increase due to probably the fact that they're going to have a majority of the starters out there. I want to see Melvin Ingram get one, or show some pressure. So there'll be several things to look for in regards to the defense. Just who stands out, who's able to make those splash plays, who's able to make those impact plays, as well as how well Roethlisberger and Canada are able to communicate, and how well just how well the flow is technically. I'm sure Roethlisberger is going to want to do his own thing at the same time, kind of stick to Canada's thing, because he wants to learn it and make sure that it's going to go well into the season. So it's going to be interesting to see how their game flow is, with Canada calling the plays from in the booth into Roethlisberger's earpiece, as well as whether or not they're continuously to move the ball. I think that if Najee Harris were to get more reps, as opposed to him just getting taken out, I mean, like right when it gets hot, right when the offensive line starts to feel something, let's pull him. Like once they get all good and meshed, keep him in there. Let him make those splash plays that he's like hungry to get, because I'm more than confident we'll see one in this game. Other than that, we will technically see, because the game's about to come on in like a couple of hours, so I got to get this wrapped up. Again, thank you very much for checking this video out. There's going to be several videos. I'm going to try to get some put your money where your mouth is bets, because I have some things that I was waiting for. That's another reason why it kind of took a little longer. I was waiting for Arizona sports betting to break out, so I can make some tutorials and videos with it continuously to check. And it's like, I don't know, maybe September next month, maybe we'll see, in regards to the legalization of sports betting. But other than that, again, thank you very much for checking out this video. Again, every day-ish, every other day. Hopefully it's more than every other day.